So, hey, Melinda. How you going? All right. So today we're going to be talking about Diamond Club because we've been through 2 Diamond Clubs now as sponsors. We've never participated in ourselves because we never got there. We would have certainly done it if we had the opportunity to do it. But each year it's like learning more. And so this year we thought, well, for next year, Diamond Club, we thought we would get Min on a call early because you really do need to start preparing for Diamond Club now rather than when it starts in February. So today, Min is going to be running through just really practical advice and strategies on what is going to set you up for a really successful Diamond Club. So I guess to take it away, Min, do you want to introduce yourself and then explain what Diamond Club is?
Sure. So I'm Melinda and I am your friendly Diamond Club person. So I am based in Melbourne, and last year was the first year that I was with doTERRA. So I've been now with doTERRA for about 12 months and it feels like I've been here for a lot longer than that. It feels like a short time long, if that makes sense. Sometimes I think I've been here no time at all, and other times I feel like I've been here forever. But what it meant with me coming on board is that we do have someone here for the Australia-New Zealand market for Diamond Club. And in previous years, that was kind of what was missing, was that understanding of how we do business and how we're different to the US, I guess, in the way we build relationships and, you know, the way we, can conduct our teams and work with people, I guess. So so I've got 1 Diamond Club under my belt, learned a lot and have a lot more ideas this year to implement to make the support a lot better for our Diamond Club participants and our sponsors as well.
Yeah, cool. Do you want to take us through exactly what all the requirements are, probably?
Yeah, sure. So to qualify for Diamond Club, there's a few things that you need to do, and qualification month is in December of this year. So in December, you need to hit Premier. That's the #1 requirement. So you need to rank as Premier in December. So it doesn't matter whether you've been ranking all of the months up to December and you don't hit it in December, you need to hit Premier in December. The second thing you need to do is to have 3 personal enrolments in December. So those personal enrolments need to be 100 PV. So 3 personal enrolments. Then you have the LRP side of things. You have to have 500 PV LRP orders in your local area. Now, what your local area is means within a 100-kilometre radius of where you live. Okay, so that's 5
people that have placed an LRP order, 5 personal enrolments or 5 people?
5 people in your team that place a 100 PV LRP.
Okay, so if you hit
December, who live within 100 kilometres of your home.
Yeah, you should have 5 people placing at least 100 PV order if you're hitting Premier, but these people have to be within 500 kilometres of 100 kilometres of your home. Gotcha.
Yes, so that's the purse part. That's not right. Can we rewind and delete that? All right, that's the first part of the LRP requirement. The second part is for your out-of-area LRP people. So you've got your 5 people within 100 kilometres, then you have to have 5 people place LRP orders, 100 PV LRP orders, outside of your 100 kilometre area.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 10 LRPs in total, 5 that live within 100 kilometres and 5 that live outside of 100 kilometres.
Okay, cool.
How does that sound like you understand it?
Yeah. I'll recap just so if I can understand it, I reckon everyone can. So what I've written down is you need to hit Premier in December. You can hit Premier every month. If you don't hit in December, you don't qualify. So you must hit Premier in December, regardless of any other month. You must have in December as well, the month you hit Premier, 3 personal enrolments, all of 100 PV or more, at least, minimum.
You must have 5 people in your local area within a 100-kilometre radius placing a 100 PV order within December.
Mm-hmm.
And you must have 5 people out of your 100-kilometre radius placing that same 100 PV order.
100 LRP.
100 LRP order. Yeah.
And they are single orders too, not combined. So it needs to be a single 100 PV LRP for those LRP orders.
Okay. And it's really great to know that now, so everyone can start setting their teams up to hit that in December.
Yeah. So I can see some people watching, and I know that they don't have people outside that 100-kilometre radius. So that would be the target for them to try and tackle, because inside your 100-kilometre radius is probably that little bit easier because you can host a workshop and do events and things like that. But to get out of that area, that's great. Okay.
And as you're saying, it does take a bit of planning, obviously, because these are not people who enrol in December, obviously. These are people that you've built relationships with previously.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. All right. Anything else? Have I missed anything?
And you also need to have some people who are willing to sponsor you. So you can have one sponsor. That's you. Yay. Done. Tick. Easy. So up to 3 sponsors. And you nominate one of those sponsors as the person that you are particularly going to receive your support and mentoring from.
Yeah, just so that our team are aware, we will obviously sponsor everyone and anyone within our team, and we know that our clients will as well. So that shouldn't be a problem to get 3 sponsors.
We know people in our downline will as well. So
yeah, that should be easy.
Okay, that's all good and dandy. Any questions from anyone before we move on?
Feel free to.
Everyone's got it.
Give them a second.
No, they're going. No, good.
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay. Now, when does Diamond Club run?
Yep. So December is qualification month, and you need to have your applications in. Oh, the date escaped me. I think it might be like the 10th of January. And then we officially start Diamond Club on the 1st of February and run through to the end of May. So it's 4 months, February, March, April and May, are the 4 months of Diamond Club.
Cool bananas. What are the requirements to stay in Diamond Club? We're just getting all the fun stuff out early, guys, so then we can move on to like the holy crap. Okay. Yeah. How do we do it? And then we will go into how you're going to make this happen. Okay.
Don't let these freak you out. Don't let them
freak out. It is scary when you look at it, but have a think about the positivity of it all, because this is going to grow your business like nothing else. I mean, Jess White, she won it 2 years ago and set up on stage that it was like sprinkling magic diamond dust all over her team. We heavily supported Rebecca last year, who got second, and then 3 people in our team, Beck, Kel and Katie, and they all are like, it's just like little wildfire through your team, because you get to go and meet all these new people. So just don't be too freaked out by these numbers.
Yeah, and do you know what? Diamond Club is a really convoluted thing, and it is really easy to get caught up in, I need this many enrollments, I need this thing, and you can lose track of, that these are people that you're meeting and people that you're sharing with. And so, I think mindset, we'll go into it a little bit later, but mindset, I think, as Jo and I spoke about last week, is probably one of the most important things going into Diamond Club.
Yeah.
However, let's talk about what you actually need to do to stay in Diamond Club. So every month you need to have 18 enrollments. Now they're 18 100 PV enrollments from events that you personally attend. Okay. Those enrollments don't have to be personal enrollments. They are anyone who enrolls from the events that you host. If they enroll within 5 days of the event and they place a 100 PV order, then they will count towards your Diamond Club enrollments.
Yeah. So just to clarify that for those that aren't sure of what that means, is say you turn up to Jo's house and you hold an event for Jo, and she's the enroller technically, but you're the Diamond Clubber there. Those 100-point volume orders count towards your Diamond Club 18.
Yeah, that's right. And look, there's a few other little things like they have to be entered in a certain way and that sort of thing. But I think that's a conversation not for probably now. That's an administration that you do during Diamond Club. But what you need to know is it's 18 enrolments from events that you're holding. Okay. Then there's the class requirement or the event requirement of Diamond Club. And from an out of area point of view, and remember that out of area is outside that 100 kilometres radius, the minimum requirement is that you spend 3 days away from home and do 3 events. Okay, so you can do more than that. You can go away for 3 days once a month. You can go away for 3 single days, but you have to have classes on 3 separate days in an out of area location. Does that make sense? Because sometimes people get a bit tripped up on that.
There's Rara there. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Rara.
Hi, Beck.
Okay, so 3 days away from home, doing 3 events per month, or just in total for the
Per month.
per month?
Yeah.
And that's to service those away team members that you have in your team.
That's right.
Yep.
And then similarly, you need to do a minimum of 3 events within your local area as well. So you're still servicing those people at home too.
So
that's your minimum requirement.
Diamond Club is saying, this is how I'm picturing this, is if you can do 6 events per month, you're well on your way to getting your 18 enrolments per month. Is that why you've put those kind of ideas there, I suppose?
Yep.
I mean, obviously you can do more than that. That's awesome, and you're going to have a higher chance of hitting those 18, but 3 at a minimum away, 3 within, and you should be well on your way to hitting those 18 per month.
That's right.
Okay.
Love it.
That sounds easy. 6 events, that's all right.
Yeah, I just think of it as 3 away, 3 in, 3 days away, 3 days in area, done.
And that's what your sponsors are there for, to not only help, coach you through and brainstorm and help with anything mentally and all of that and strategy, but we're also there to help financially as well, because we do reimburse a certain amount of your travel. And that, we've split that between the 3 sponsors, and then I think doTERRA chuck in some as well. And then you do as well, you financially invest in as well. And as part of Diamond Club, a really great thing for you to be in attendance is that you have free oils to hand out too. So do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, so anyone who you enrol as a Diamond Club enrollee, as 100 PV, will receive the free Diamond Club oil of the month. So that changes depending on what month it is, but there is a 100 PV oil and a 400 PV oil. So if someone enrolls with 400 plus PV, they'll actually get 2 free oils.
Yeah, cool. I remember that really good oils too, and they then still also qualify, like if there is a 200 PV, like this month, for example, they would get all of that as well as the Diamond Club oils.
Yeah, so the Diamond Club oils are on top of anything else that's happening.
Yeah, I remember last year you had 20% off loyalty kits and all sorts of things happening, which was an amazing time for the Diamond Clubbers because they were benefiting from that. Plus free oils, all the doTERRA promos. Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, so it allows you, I guess, to promote your events a little bit differently as well.
Yeah.
So anyone who comes along to this event and enrolls within 5 days of this event will not only get whatever it is they're getting, but they have access to this free oil as well.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right. So as a sponsor, did you want to run through how much as a sponsor we chip in?
Yeah, so how it works is that, well, this is where it can get a little bit curly. You can claim up to 6 reimbursements per month, and they're maxed out depending on whether they're driving or flying trips. So, for example, doTERRA pays 50% of the total reimbursement that you're eligible for, and then your sponsors share the remaining 50%.
Yeah. If I was to do this, I'd be wanting to know, well, how much is this going to cost? Because there'd be people that would be worried about that. So
Most people, yeah, everyone.
Well, probably everyone. So
yeah, okay. So to give you, so in a nutshell, if it's a driving trip, you'll get reimbursed 30 cents per kilometre up to $200 per round trip.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a flying trip, it's up to $250 per round trip.
Yeah.
With a maximum of 6.
So that's why it makes sense to be really smart with your away travel and start thinking about who you're enrolling now, but who you're also currently having in your team. So that if you're heading to Adelaide, you try and, you would do those 3 events there rather than heading back next month. And then,
Yeah. So just to confirm that, though, with the events, it was 3 events on 3 different days.
Yeah.
So you had to be away for 3 days if you were going to bulk travel, what's it? Yeah.
So you can't do 2 events in the one day?
You can, but only one of them will count.
Right.
Yeah.
So say, for example, if I went away, if I drove 100 kilometres away and did 2 events on a Friday and came home on the Saturday, then it would only count as 1 because I've only done events on 1 day.
Yeah. Yeah. So you really wanted to be going Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, if you're wanting to go away once.
Yeah, once. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's awesome.
And the other, from a strategic point of view, it's really helpful to decide what you want to achieve in terms of your out of area and how much travel is realistic for you. Some people are really successful in Diamond Club by going away 1 weekend a month or 3 Saturdays of the month and just driving 100 kilometres, and they actually then focus on their local area because they've satisfied the requirements of Diamond Club. Okay. Other people will use it as an opportunity to travel right around Australia and, fly from here to there, go everywhere, and into New Zealand as well. So it really helps for you to get clear on, what sort of support have you got, how's your team set up, where do you want to travel, what's it going to cost you to do that in time, in energy, and in money as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Any other requirements?
No. Oh, sorry, yes. There is. I think one of the important things for reimbursements to note is that to be able to claim a reimbursement, you need to have somebody in your team place an LRP order, 100 PV LRP order in the month that you're travelling to that place.
Okay, so you've come to Tassie, you're hosting an event for Joe. Joe has to place a 100 PV order, or just anyone in Tassie?
Anyone within an immediate area. So we really look at it's sort of that postcode or an adjoining postcode.
Okay.
Really.
Okay.
That's interesting. Okay, cool. So
the other thing, basically, if you think of that, it's about going to places where you already have presence or a team, somewhere that is going to be able to offer support to the people that you're enrolling through Diamond Club.
And it's also about reactivating those ones that aren't living the lifestyle, because if you could manage to host a team event and, someone was on LRP, but then they managed to bring, or you managed to bring other people in your team to Hobart, then they hopefully will reactivate and set up their LRP. So it's about supporting and trying to reactivate those ones that are not on LRP as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can still go anywhere. You don't have to have people on LRP to do Diamond Club events and offer the free oils. Only for reimbursement purposes, you'll need somebody on LRP.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Right, okay, only for reimbursement. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
Any questions from anyone so far? Anyone not understand anything, want to recap something, have a question? We're all good?
Turns on the treadmill. Go, girlfriend. I love it. Make me want to stand up.
All right.
Okay,
so mindset.
Very good. I do want to talk about mindset, but I want to talk about, because I'm such a practical person, and so is a lot of people. My mind does work a little differently to some people, though.
It works very differently to a lot of people.
What are some things that people should be starting to do now so that they're ready to go in Feb?
Yeah, I think from talking to people in Diamond Club, the main thing people wish when they go into Diamond Club is that they had been more prepared. And a lot of times people think that they're prepared and they've got classes lined up, but those classes aren't going ahead. So possibly one of the things that you can start doing now is start talking about Diamond Club and really start getting those close relationships with your team. Talking to the people who are potentially going to host classes for you and looking at the areas of your team where you want to develop as well. So being a bit strategic about where you're going and where you're holding the classes.
Rebecca, do you have any advice? So Rebecca, for anyone that doesn't know, is our adopted orphan, Rebecca. She's not an orphan. She's just our adopted best friend. She came second in Diamond Club this current year. So any advice that you wish you'd have done or got prepared or something like that? Yeah, we can't hear you.
Sorry, I was talking to my sister-in-law. Okay, so I very much wish, sorry, I'll take my glasses off so you can actually see my eyes. I very much wish that I had, as one of you just mentioned, things in place to support as you're doing it. So one of the things that I noticed, I had a very high enrollment rate, both myself and for my team, but we were enrolling so quickly that there wasn't the support systems in place to get these people, firstly under LRP, but secondly to actually have them not just putting their oils on their shelf, to actually have that education continuing. So when it comes to things like immediate, say, oil camp or something like that you can throw someone into, that you've already got the system set up, that as soon as they're reaching enrollment, I know that you girls have your automatic email program and stuff, which is amazing. But someone like more at my level when we first started off, to have something like that in place, or oil camp, as I mentioned, something like that, just to give them that little bit more support and to engage your sharers, builders if you've got them, into those one-on-one follow-ups. Because I personally, I can, like, speaking for myself, working as well as doing Diamond Club, I didn't have time for one-on-one wellness consults. When I wasn't at work, I was running classes. So yeah, anything like that you can put in place is, you won't think so, but it will pay off tenfold.
Yeah. What about from a personal point of view? Did you get a cleaner? Did you bulk cook meals, in advance, or any help from a family point of view?
So I'm a little bit of a princess, and I've had a cleaner for a long time. So I just upped her hours. So yes, that was very much a luxury that I was blessed to have. As far as food and things like that, my husband played just as much a role in that as what I did. So there have been a lot of talk that we've heard in Diamond Club circles in the past, where people go, oh, they're a couple, there's two of them. Now, as I've said to everyone that I've heard say that, me and my husband are also a couple. There are two of us. You don't see his face. He's not a face of doTERRA. He's not in the, in the scene, but he's very much in my scene. So he carried that family while I wasn't doing Diamond Club. He made sure that there was food on the table, proper healthy meals for my kids. He did all the school drop-offs, pickups, after-school activities. He ran my house the weekend every month that I was absent, because I was away one weekend every month, where they wouldn't see me from Thursday afternoon until Monday morning, and that's what he did. So if you need some sort of support network, be it a partner, be it, you guys are lucky you got your sisters, some people live around the corner from immediate family or their parents, just having that open and honest conversation before you start, so that they know what you need of them and what you can rely on them to bring to the table.
So tell us what it did for your team, just to inspire those around you that are watching this, having a little freak out at the moment.
It's not scary. It's not scary at all. I booked a lot of classes in my first month. I just engaged all my sharers, I had a couple of builders, half builders, and I engaged them. Then I reached out to anyone that was currently on LRP. I engaged them. So I had a lot of classes booked. And then from there, classes just kind of steamrolled for me. I was very blessed throughout the months. And my team were very on board with it. They all were aware of what Diamond Club was. They were all aware that they could get their friends free oils. Like, I had people coming up that I'd never even thought to ask, do they want a class? And they were like, oh, I've got some girls at work that would like to get oils, and I heard that you're doing the Diamond thing where you get the free oil if they enroll with you. So yeah, we had lots of that sort of stuff. People that wouldn't normally reach out coming to the table, which was really nice.
Yeah, I love that. So team volume wise, what did it do for your team?
I had a couple of months there when I was a bit gung-ho that it actually doubled my team volume, which was pretty awesome. I rank advanced during Diamond Club, which was also awesome. But again, I'll just reinforce that if you're doing something like it, and that was quite a significant jump for me for rank. So I was only just kind of hitting silver. I wasn't organic silver, and I got decent gold to the stage that I had. Had I have known that I was going to get such a strong gold, I probably could have nearly gone for platinum. But in saying that, I didn't have the support networks in place to support all those people that were enrolling. So we're still playing catch up on education for those people within my team, which is going well, but it slows you down. So that's why, again, support networks, ongoing education, it's like the foundations. The enrollments are only part of it.
Yeah, I love that. I think that's awesome. And I know for Jess White, I think she pretty much doubled her team volume as well. I think her team size doubled. I think she went from a few hundred to over 500 in size. It was incredible. So, and it's at the end of the day, it's just pipes. It's IPes, to be honest. We forget the P. We just invite, enroll. What is it? IP. Hang on, I'll get them all out of confused. Invite, prepare, enroll.
No, invite. Prepare, invite.
Plan, enroll, something.
Present.
Just do it.
Present, enroll, support.
So support is what Rebecca's talking about that didn't kind of happen as good as she would have hoped. So anything about that sort of stuff we can talk offline, and we can do some training and bits and pieces on that. We can let you know what support obviously we already have, which most of you should already be aware. We've got Team App and oily groups and different things. So that's all cool there. Anyone got any questions or anything they'd like to ask either Rebecca or Melinda? Nothing. I know Jess took holidays. I know she got a cleaner. I know she asked her parents and in-laws and everyone as well. So definitely I do highly suggest, and this would be mindset-ish a little bit, is having that solid family support there.
And being okay with it, that's your mindset.
Yeah. Being
okay with it, because it is okay to outsource.
Yeah.
It's the best thing in the world.
It's an investment in your business. It's something that will happen. And also being okay with chaos. So I know in my house it would take me a little bit to get my mindset right to being okay with chaos. In my house for 4 months, that would probably do my head in. So getting comfortable with chaos, washing's not up to date, or kids have gone to school in the wrong uniform, or some random thing that might happen. But yeah, or that, you've had lasagna every night for a week because it was easy to cook a big batch. So stuff like that. So yeah, just being okay with it. It's 4 months. Like it's doable to increase your team by that degree and put that amount of energy into your team. And I know Rebecca's still here, but I know from Jess when she talks about it, she got to meet people on such a personal, and Beck and everyone that has done it in our team, but has said like they got to meet everyone on such a personal level and really became friends with those people, which again really solidified that it's a team effort, and this business is about a team, and it's about personal connections and knowing people on a level and becoming friends with them and all of that. It's not just, enrollment over there and that's her number, and she hasn't placed her volume. And it's about knowing that she's had a sick child and, all of the things that happen in that person's life, and then reaching out as a friend, and all. So, yeah, it's awesome.
And if I can just add to that, in also talking to Jess White, she says that a lot of the magic of Diamond Club comes outside the classes. when you're actually in people's homes. You know, you might have asked them to pick you up from the airport or from a train station or something like that. It's those conversations, you know, the 10 minutes you have between something, they're the conversations where those relationships that Tracy's talking about really happen. And, you know, that's the magic part of Diamond Club, is those relationships and the communities that you can build. Hey, I actually do have a question for Beck. So, Beck, going into Diamond Club, what was your mindset, or what was your goal? Were you looking to win or to come second, or was there something else did that just happen?
Okay, so that kind of just happened. That wasn't anything that I'd planned. I made my own intentions very clear from the get-go. So I was that person that sat down and made myself a vision board, and I knew what I wanted, both for my family, for myself, short-term, long-term, all that sort of stuff. So I was very much just reaching for my own personal goals. As far as the mindset went, I was very much, as Trace just mentioned, or Joe, whoever was, one of you, about giving yourself permission just to let it happen for that 4 months, knowing that your house might not be how you would normally want it yourself, that your kids, you know, might be forgetting to take notes into school, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, I literally stepped back from parenting. That sounds so terrible, but I did. And in saying that, though, my kids were very much aware of what I was doing. They were so supportive of it. Like, I'd come home from my weekends away and my kids would be so excited to like count the enrollments and things like that. Like, that's something that they really got off on. We had a little family number that we wanted 150 enrollments. So my kids, I don't know, those of you that were keeping an eye on Diamond Club last year, we were getting diamonds sent to us from the Diamond Club team. And each time, like, I obviously knew what my numbers were. So each time a little package arrived in the mail and I knew it was a diamond, my kids were so over the moon to get home and to open that package, and they had their diamonds all lined up. And there was a great big purple one that you got for 150, and they were just beside themselves the day that turned up. There was arguments over who got to sleep with it in their room, and it was hilarious. So just to get your kids into that sort of thing as well. They don't obviously have to go away with you and do the classes, but they're very much aware of the goals, you know, for your team, for your family, that sort of stuff. And that was really nice. So, yeah.
Just a question. I was late signing in, so I'm sorry, guys. What does it mean to win? I missed that part. What do you have to do to win? What's the goal, I suppose?
Well, we did talk all about that, Tan, what the requirements and everything were. So I'll get you.
I'll go back. But yeah.
Watch the recap. But there is a points system to how many enrolments, what type of enrolments, how they enroll. We didn't actually cover all of that. Melinda, did you want to go over that a little bit?
Oh, look, I think you get points for enrolments, you get points for people on LRP, you get points for rank advancing. There's a whole lot of different points that you can get, and at the end, the top people with the top points get to win the prizes. So this year there were 9. The top 9 went on the sourcing trip to the tea tree plantation, which was amazing. And then I think we had the top 20 received a swag pack.
Yeah,
some goodies as well.
Yeah. But good question, though, Tam. Yeah. Anything else?
I think that is just really amazing information. I appreciate everyone's time, and Melinda, thank you so much, and Beck, thank you for.
Thanks, Beck.
Being so great. I just think that it is very much mindset and very much about living your dream. And, you know, if you want to make this business amplify, I suppose, and even fast track a little bit, I don't know if that's the right word, but you really are keen on doing Diamond Club to get to know your team better and host more workshops, etc. Definitely having those conversations with people in your home, just like, you know, I look at it if Shane got a promotion at work but needed to travel for it, he would come home and have that conversation with me and, you know, I've got this promotion, I need to travel a lot, it's going to be hard work, what do you think? And have that conversation as a family. and because it's no different. I think sometimes as a woman and also being self-employed and maybe not earning as much as what a full-time income would be, that we sit back a little bit and justify why we shouldn't do it, or why
ourselves down,
or why like, oh, but my husband's going to have to, you know, pick up the slack and my kids are going to miss out and I'm not earning enough money yet, and should I be doing this? Well, this is your opportunity to actually do it, and you need to back yourself with that, and just constantly back yourself as well, and be okay with it. Yeah.
And be okay with the tough days. I know that we had some team this year that did some really tough days, and but I don't want to turn anyone off by that. But be okay with the tough days, because they will happen. Like, I don't want to sugarcoat it either and say, oh, it's going to be so easy, because that's not what we're here to do either. We want it to be realistic. We want you to go into this knowing everything, the nitty gritty, all the good, all the bad, because there is a lot of good for a little bit of bad, and the bad days will happen, but you're going to get so much reward from it at the end. So open mind.
And I'm always happy to talk to anyone if they want to call me. So I'll give you my number. You can write it down, whatever. It's 03-8540-3145. So if anyone ever has any questions, I'm always happy to talk to anybody. And my email address is mpitts, that's PITTS, @doterra.com. So yeah, shoot anything through to me. Always happy for a phone call if you want anything clarified, or, you know, want to talk over your situation. There's, you know, because everybody's different in Diamond Club. You know, everyone's businesses are starting from different points. Their family lives are different. Their skills are different. Their longevity in the business is different. So yeah, it means different things to different people, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to get out of Diamond Club is okay. If you want to go into it because, you know, you want to finish in the top 9 or the top 10 and get prizes and go on the sourcing trip, that's ace. But if you also want to, you know, you find that you want to qualify for Diamond Club and just do it for the first month and try it on to the size, that's great too. You know, so it's all things, it's whatever you want it to be for you, I guess. You don't have to go at it full pelt if that's what is going to work for you.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. Does anyone have any questions before we wrap up? How do you all feel? Do you feel excited? Do you feel like, actually, I'm going to do this? Yes, Kelly? Okay. Yep, Town's in.
Yeah. So this year, I keep saying last year because I'm like you, Melinda, the year feels like it's just gone crazy. There's a lady that walked on the stage for Diamond Club at Leadership. She was, I think, maybe second or third prize or something. And it was a premiere, and she had like 30-something enrollments. Like, her team was about 30 people. And she still managed to get up there in the placings and absolutely kill it. She was amazing. So don't think my team's too small, I can't do this. I don't know enough. I don't know enough people. If someone like that, and she said that on stage, it was so inspiring.
And she was actually really happy that she did it earlier rather than later, because she still had, she had 34 people in her team. So she actually still had really close relationships with everybody. So in terms of having the support and getting the classes, she said that was really easy for her because she had those close connections already that she could leverage. So yeah. And it helped her get really good at pipes, because just the repetition, you can't help but get good and highlight, as Beck said, maybe some of the things that you can systemize a bit better or that you can work on.
Yeah, we can help with that.
Yeah. Yeah, we can definitely help with that.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much. I'm so excited for our team. I know we're going to have so many people doing it. I can feel it in my bones. It's awesome. It's really awesome. And any questions, just reach out to Melinda or us or Beck. I'm sure we'll be happy to help. And
Jess.
Who else did it? Katie, Rebecca, Kelly, they'll all be happy to help. So, all right. Thank you. And see you later.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.